All
Mhm.
right. All right, bro. So you got to tell me what we talking about because you the expert matter in this. So we talking about splitting bills? Is that what we talking about?
Yeah, man. So one of my partners sent in a group chat this tweet that he found, and basically you mind if I just read it all out?
Yeah,
Go
do
ahead.
it
We just read the whole tweet.
for
So the
sure.
tweet reads, and this is the woman that's saying this. My fiance and I live together. I
Hmm.
own the house. It's paid off, and he pays me $500 a month. He thinks that once we get married, he shouldn't have to pay rent anymore, and that we should split the bills evenly. End
Hmm.
quote. I don't see
Okay.
no wrong, bro.
So
I
okay,
feel, bro.
okay. So you saying he needs to keep paying?
No, 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 no. He can pay
Okay.
up until they walk down that aisle. When they walk down that aisle and they jump over that broom, it's a wrap. He don't need to pay anything else anymore. He
Okay.
really don't need to pay right now.
Oh, really?
Not the
Okay. Why
not the
is
rent,
that?
not the rent, not the rent. He still needs to be able to put in on the bills. So if that $500 goes to the bills, I understand that. But how am I paying rent on something that is already paid off? That's
Okay.
why I'm confused. At that point, I'm a tenant, and I can do tenant type things. But we gonna let the podcast progress before we get into all that. You feel me?
Okay. So she owns it, right?
That's correct. The
Okay,
whole house is
man.
paid off. The entire place is
I
paid off.
I understand that from like a factual perspective, but I'm digging for truth here because the
Right?
fact on paper is that the house is paid off, but how is it paid off? Like, was this house inherited? Is it her house? Like, did she buy this house with her money and paid it off, or like what's going
We
down?
let's say we can have both scenarios. So if this house was inherited, like this is her grandmother's house, and now this house is hers,
Mm-hmm.
then I really don't even see a problem with it because at that point she got the house for free, and now he is just basically just joining her in that house, so they both got it for free.
Okay.
Now, if she bought, purchased this house with her own money, this is her house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with this being your house. This is your house. You paid for this house. So what more do I need to pay for besides the bills in regards to this house? Like what do you want to get a different fence? Like do you need an alarm system? Like like what else do you need to add to this house for me to be able to put that money towards it? You see what I'm saying?
Okay. So what you saying is you don't mind giving the money. It's just
No.
that the money needs to go to something that improves the
Current.
home or improves the experience of the household or just, something along them lines, right?
Well, yeah, well, current status of the house, including the electricity bill, the gas, water bill, just the extracurricular things that may go on with the house, like with the house. If some breakdown, we can put in to fix that.
Okay.
We,
We.
because that's still your shit.
I
It's,
okay.
it's 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 an hour thing at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because
Okay.
like if you want to do that, let's say at this point, shit, if I'm finna pay for it, let me just pay the whole thing off. Then it's my house. Then now what? So like you didn't got your money back, so now this is my house. How you want this to go?
I
Or if I
mean,
get to pay up to a certain amount, we halfway there, so this shit is both of ours. You see what I'm
it's
saying?
nah. I hear you, dog. But it
I
sounds
hear
like
you.
it sounds like a battle of egos, though. You know what I'm
But that's
saying?
that's the problem because like why even question what I said if I was like, okay, once we get married, then I don't feel like I need to pay the rent as well, just the
Mm-hmm.
bills. Because your
Man.
ego is like, well, this is my house, right? I mean
Oh
that
yeah,
that
yeah, for sure. That's why I said it's a battle of ego at that
yeah.
point
Hmm.
because she's saying that this is my shit, nigga, pay up, and you saying we together, we need to do something different with this money. I don't need to be paying you like I'm some
Right.
whole ass nigga on the street that's
A
just
roommate. Yeah.
living here.
Yeah, I'm not your roommate.
Right, for sure. Okay, I got it, man.
Is it
Um, what's up?
is it a business? Is it
Man,
a business trade?
at this point, we're gonna have to talk business
Yeah, I
because
already know
because
how
the
you
thing
coming.
is like this is clearly not based in love, right? This is clearly based in this is my shit, not your shit. Oh, okay,
Right.
cool. So if you want my financial support without it compromising our romantic relationship and
Mm,
trajectory, then we need to come up with a win-win. And that's if I'm not feeling just paying you rent, you know?
right.
Because if the house is owned, right, and then now we married, and what's mine is yours and yours is mine. That's what the fuck they say, right?
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah,
That's
that's what
that's
they
what
say.
they say. We know most of the time it don't go down like that, but
Yeah, never. Yeah.
that's what they say. So
Hmm.
if it's your house, okay, cool, it's yours. But if we together and we're gonna build longevity, a family, a legacy, something to leave behind, to me,
Hmm.
it'll be unsettling just to be giving you money for you to
Right.
do what you want to do with it. And then you just flexing on me about how it's your house.
Basically, yes.
And you not, because outside of the financial shit, you not making me feel like it's our home if you
Hmm.
flexing on me about how it's your house.
Because we in a relationship together.
Yeah,
You see
because
what I'm saying?
we in this relationship that's married and joined with a business entity, which is a marriage license. Which
Right.
we're gonna talk about that later, not on
Yeah.
this one, but later.
Hmm.
So I'm saying that we need to come to a compromise in a win-win situation as business partners, because once we get married, that's what the fuck we are.
That's
We
yeah.
are,
That's what. Yeah.
we
Exactly.
are
Yeah.
business partners.
Exactly, bro.
We are
Exactly.
business partners that fuck.
So then if it's gonna be that, then if it came to like this argument, or it came to a disagreement to where she didn't agree, what could really happen if we're gonna talk business is that, okay, if the house is not, to the best of standards, we could renovate this really, and I could
Mhm.
put my money in that, and then we can sell the house, and then we can start from scratch, and we both split this. Now we're talking about partners, and we both on the same level. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah, for
I think
sure.
that's a good option if you want to take it there. Or if y'all just going, if y'all really love each other, y'all care about each other, you just supposed to welcome me into this place that you already established for whoever you wanted to be with, and the money just gonna come from us splitting the bills that are current and forthcoming. That's
Man,
how I feel.
all of that makes perfect sense, dog. But
Yeah. Yeah, that's that. But
it's just it's one of them things where I think we have gender roles and nature that plays into this
mm-hmm.
shit.
Because she gonna tell you
Because
that her daddy paid every bill for her mama.
you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's
Or
2020.
or just the male female dynamic is different. Like
Mm-hmm.
men are wired and groomed and taught and expected,
Expected. Yep.
all of these things to care for the woman and provide and protect her.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say it was your house, right? And the
Right.
tables were turned, there would be very little conversation about what the fuck she needs to
100%.
do as far as like paying you
Mm-hmm.
money. It's going to be
Right.
about what you're providing, and then how she gets to either, relax and not really have to worry about shit, or how she
Mm-hmm.
can chip in, which is what you would like to do when the
Right.
tables are turned. But
Exactly.
we just have to understand as men that women are not naturally wired that way. So,
Mm-hmm.
and my problem with this scenario, from I guess just a hypothetical scenario, my real life issue with it, my intangible issue is that if you got a woman that's coming at you like this from her root, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if
Exactly.
if if she built like that to even come at
Mm-hmm.
you like
Stevie.
that,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be a fucking problem from start to finish.
Yeah. Regardless. Yeah. You're gonna have that problem the entire time.
Right.
But
So
then, but then you would be wrong. Let's just say it wasn't $500, bro. Let's say it was like $1,100.
mhm.
That's really a good amount of money. Like that's a decent apartment or a decent place for you to go get on your own. So if you really just wanted to be with the shit, you could be like, hey, you know what? I feel you. Like this is yours. So how about I go get mine? We can still be married. I can come over every day, but
Bro, you wild.
I'm finna go have my. I'm finna go have. I can
You
go be on my own
wild.
shit. You can come to my house if you
You
want to too.
wild,
But
bro.
if you wanna be talking about ours and mine, we
Hmm.
could really take it there, and that can't be wrong because you're literally doing the same thing. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
It's the
But
same exact thing.
yeah, I understand, but it ain't gonna work out that way though.
Because we as people, male and female, we got to understand, bro, that if we're gonna be in a relationship, bro, it has to be 50-50. Everybody want to say, oh, let's do, you know 60-40, and that's not how relationships work. That's just not how two people that want to really be together can really work, bro. So it's like 50-50, meaning splitting this half and half. So nobody is left, feeling more overwhelmed than the other person. Because let's just say, bro, stress. At the end of the day, you paying for something that I'm not saying he can't pay for it, but that's just still more money coming from you than what's expected. That's stressing on you, bro. So you got to deal with that. You got to deal with her tripping sometimes. You got to deal with work. So it's like, why even bring that extra burden into the
Hmm.
scenario if it ain't even got to be all that?
Right. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't really think relationships can work 50-50. Straight up.
I mean,
Like I
but that's
think
because of the mental state of the people.
I I think someone has to lead. In order for that someone to lead, they have to
Hmm.
be doing more and taking on more in the situation because I
Yeah.
I say I say as it relates to 50-50, I think there needs to be equivalent energy placed into the relationship from both sides, but that energy is not going to be the same. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So if you have a male and female dynamic, the woman won't be able to do for you naturally with
Oh, of
enthusiasm
course.
the same way a man will and vice versa. Like I'm not gonna do woman shit for you,
Yeah, yeah, of
you
course,
know?
bro. Of
So
course.
it's just like I don't, the whole 50-50 thing leaves it up to chance and then creates this dynamic to where it turns back into like an ego trip of like I did this, so now it's your turn. You did this, so now it's my turn. Just
Hmm.
like, oh fuck, no.
But what if you keep it rounded in business though? You keep it grounded in business. So it's like, yeah, of course, as the man, you're gonna lead, you're gonna be the provider, you're gonna be the protector. Providing always does not have to be monetary, bro. And that's what I think a
Oh,
lot of
right.
people fail to realize. They want providing to be monetary, and that's not how a relationship works. That's not how stability really works. So I think if you keep 50-50 in the business portion of it, there can be no questions, there can be no ifs, ands, or buts, because half and half is going to equal the whole thing. So there's no room for error. Now, outside of that, of course, one person is going to take on a role more than the other one. So I understand that part of what you're saying, but I still think 50-50 has to be some part of the equation.
Man. Well, okay. I okay.
Hit me, hit me with the scenario. I'm ready.
Yeah, bro. I can
I'm
I,
ready.
I can see how 50-50 could work if you and your partner both have the same type of energy and mind state, as far as like decision making and things that y'all want to do or wish
Hmm.
to do. Most of the time it's not that way.
Right.
So somebody's going to have to take over, or each party will have to take over and do and execute certain roles
Hmm.
within the operation as it relates to business. And
Okay.
we just got to be real about some roles are going to require more energy output than others. So
The other, yeah.
when that happens, it's hard for it to be 50-50. Like somebody's going to be doing more than the other person. It's just the person that's doing more has to feel appreciated and supported, while the
Hmm.
person that may be doing less is comfortable staying concentrated.
Ooh.
You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? Because
Okay.
sometimes what happens is that let's say I'm married, right?
Hmm.
And I'm making big decisions for the house. I'm making investment decisions for the house. I'm like I'm on this podcast right now. Let's say I was
Right.
married and I'm doing this
Hmm.
podcast and I'm trying to set up you know residual revenue or something from like royalties that I get from
Hmm.
broadcasting and shit, and just whatever other business ventures I got
Yeah,
going
that
on.
you got.
if
Yeah.
we if we got kids, like she's not good at having the hard conversations. I am, so I'm doing that shit. You know what
Right.
I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
That makes sense. Yeah.
but she wants to go to the grocery store and spend all day in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
she wants to, call teachers and blow up phones, and
Hmm.
she wants to plan the vacation details and find the Groupon deals. I ain't doing that.
Yeah. That's not. Yeah. That's
You
not
know
your
what I'm
interest. Yeah.
saying?
Hmm.
So, but I'm very okay and comfortable with that. And I'm not saying this from like a throwing shade on women, because it can go both
No. Yeah.
ways. Like men
Hmm.
could be uncomfortable being concentrated as well. But
Hmm.
my issue with the 50-50 is that at some point, in most cases, you're going to have a leader of a situation that's focused on the big
Right.
picture, and you're going to
Mhm.
have more of a role player that's focused on the smaller details or things that the leader can't really be concerned with
If they can, yeah.
in order to lead correctly. But what
Mhm.
I've seen in my experience is that the concentrated player wants to know why they can't get a bigger contract. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Or
Okay.
wants to know why they
Okay.
can't have more power. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's like it would be like somebody, it would if I'm Michael Jordan, right? Basketball
Right.
metaphor. If I'm Michael Jordan and you got fucking Ron Harper, right? Or Dennis Rodman
Dennis Rodman.
or Horace Grant, and they're very much appreciated, all Hall of Fame worthy. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like they have
Mhm.
a very concentrated role. But it becomes a problem when Ron Harper and Dennis Rodman
Trying to
bust
take it
up.
down the court. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When they bust up in the room, like, hey,
Yeah.
I need a bigger contract. It's like, nigga,
Oh yeah.
like you are a great rebounder. You know what I'm saying? Like you are a great assist man. Like your pick
Right.
and roll game is phenomenal, but you are not the franchise guy.
Yeah.
And why
Yeah.
are you like? Don't be upset about this shit. We got a good thing going. We working on 6 rings. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. I feel where you're
So
going. I
so
feel where you're
so
going with
so
this.
that so as it reverts back to the relationship dynamic, as we
Mhm.
talking about business and things being 50-50 or just operations being 50-50, I feel like at some point
Mhm.
that shit don't work. But that's
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
At
my
some point,
opinion.
it's going. Yeah. There's gonna be. Yeah. There's gonna be a downfall to it. Not even a downfall. There's just gonna be a
No, I
point in
just
time where you got to realize that that's not the load for you to carry.
right, for sure.
I got you. I got you. That makes sense. That makes sense. So let me throw this out here though. Okay. So let's say since we're gonna use her since she's the one that already has the house. Let's say that she paid for this house out of with her own money. She has a great income. What if her income is way bigger
Mm-hmm.
or way more than his?
Mm-hmm.
So then is that ever taken into consideration? You know what I mean? Or even if it was reversed, like do you take that into consideration? It's like, okay, yeah, this is my house, but I need you to pay this amount of money. Knowing that he works this type of job and he may only make $40,000, $30,000, like that's supposed to be the person that you love. So are you just gonna really just take that money for him? I mean, from him,
Bro,
and
you find
that's
out
just what it is.
you find out real quick it ain't about love.
Yeah, that means so that's bottom line.
You
That's what it's gonna
know?
come down to. That it's not actually about that. They finna turn this into the business that the marriage itself is. And
Right,
that's
for
the
sure.
weak part, bro, because at the end of the day, this wouldn't have even been a topic to bring up because she wouldn't even tripped about it. She would just been like, oh, okay, yeah, of course, once we get married, I'm not finna make him put up no more money to rent. We just gonna split whatever the bills are.
Right.
So I think that's what it comes down to. Like, are you really in love with this person, or did you find somebody that you want to go into business with?
But also too, if we talking about love, people love differently. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Hmm.
you may have somebody whose whatever love language ain't built
Yeah.
to like forfeit that bread.
Hmm.
Like to them, you paying that bread is your love language, nigga. You know what I'm
Exactly. And
saying?
that's trash, bro.
Bro, but that's real. Like
Yeah,
you
that
got
is. It is
people,
real.
I
Yeah,
think
that's what
what
they
is
do.
it? Like what one of the love languages is like gifts and acts of service
Yeah, acts
and
of service.
like that type of shit. So you may have somebody that's like, if you really loved me, then you would
Then
give
yeah,
me
you gonna
that
throw that
money.
bread. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got that
Damn.
shit too.
But I mean, oh man, well,
I'm not that way,
yeah,
but you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
hmm
there's people in the world who will legit look you dead in your face and be like,
yeah,
where is my money?
yeah. I need that money. Yeah, I need
Like
that.
you don't love me if you're not giving me money.
Yeah,
Like
and
straight up.
that's yeah. Whew.
Straight up.
Damn, you gave them an excuse, Jay. That's my
Nah,
love language.
that's
That's my love language. So that's what I
hey,
expect.
that's real, dog.
It
I
is
don't
because there's really people out here like that,
I don't agree. I'm not
right?
justifying it. Like
But it is reality.
I'm not on board with that shit.
Hmm.
But it is reality. And I like to be real about what the fuck is gonna go down with some people. And that's just what's gonna go down.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I kind of feel not kind of I feel where he's coming from because at the end of the day, that is your house, and what I need to bring to the table is whatever is going to accrue,
Hmm.
you know, at the point in time of us being joined together as one.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I stand. I feel like I don't need to still pay you rent on a house that's already paid for. I'm not finna pay you back for what the sacrifice that you made. That's crazy.
I agree with you.
At that
Uh,
point, I'm a tenant and not your
yeah,
husband.
I mean, to me, from my perspective, it just doesn't make good business sense.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't.
think I think we take that money and then we look into other investments, or we
Mm-hmm.
take that money that would accrue over time and then we look into establishing another property,
Right.
or rental homes, or invest into a business or whatever, or some type of fund if at that point we have children involved. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, me just giving you money every month in my world is a problem based on that,
Yeah.
because now it's just like, outside of me feeling like you flexing, like,
That's yeah.
but
And even
outside
as
of,
the man, bro, it's like,
yeah,
damn, like you trying to little bro me, you trying to son me.
yeah, like, but even outside of the ego shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Objectively, I feel like it's not smart and
Right.
savvy for us to be doing that after we're married. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
afterwards,
saying?
yeah. Do you
Yeah.
think do you think that she even may have brought that up because she felt that he didn't like show the appreciation that she was looking for the fact that she already has a home, pre-marriage? Do you think that
No,
that could kind of be a thing too?
no, I mean, it definitely could. I guess, case by case, depending on who you're
Hmm.
talking to. But I think this is more so just about someone wanting to follow the rules
Mm.
and being wired in such a way to separate, like, the financial part of it from the emotional part of it. And y'all can be fucking sucking and spitting on each other, but they still want that check.
Yeah, they still
And
want that bread.
yeah,
Yeah,
like when they look at you, they see amount due and not
yeah,
their husband,
yeah,
you
exactly.
know?
Yeah,
And I mean,
because
you have people that are built that way.
then like think about it, bro. Like, what is that money gonna end up going towards?
I
Makeup,
mean,
nails, and clothes.
and
She gonna put the food on the table, like she's gonna
that's
pay for groceries that we was
it,
already gonna split anyway. Like
I
that's what I'm
mean, that's
confused.
it's a valid conversation, man. But some people, even though that makes sense for you to bring those points up for validation, it makes sense. But
Yeah,
some people just ain't
they
never
ain't
gonna see
hearing
it
it.
that way.
Yeah, they're not hearing that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's trash. I mean, that's vacation, bro. Like $500, you can. That's for sure at least a flight for both of y'all, bro. So
right.
it's like you can put that money, just like you said, you can put it into different ventures, bro. You can put it into taking time to travel. You can you can use it to shit, buy what you both want. So
Hmm.
I feel like that's really selfish, eh, if you just want to throw it out there. It's really selfish for you to ask somebody that you love, your husband, not just somebody you love. This is your husband. You're asking your husband to pay you. It's almost like an allowance at that point because you don't need that shit. The house is already paid off.
Right.
So what's left? She had a line for that. That's how it looks. She got at the end of the day, she had a line for that shit, bro. She had a line for
Nah,
that.
for sure. God damn.